Hi, I'm Callie Wave, and this is a drawing I did of a mouse family under a mushroom in the middle of the rain. Now, throughout this video, my plan is to, I have pet mice, so I'm going to be talking about them a lot because I used, them for majority of this for inspiration. So you'll see, flashing of pictures of them on the screen because I feel like talking about them and they're really cute, and I have three current ones and I have ones that have passed. Like I started getting them 2023, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah. The first three sisters I got, I've only had female ones. My boyfriend had one male. He doesn't live with me, that's why it's able to do that. And so I had initially named them based off of like a theme, and I'm still doing that. So I had cereal ones, I had um ice cream slash nut ones, sort of. I'll explain that later. And I currently have the gem beans, which have definitely been discussed on this channel before. And they will be because I ended up doing a study of two of them in preparation for this one. So my thought process with this drawing was to do a, like, I wanted to capture the moment sort of thing. So I have like the two paired on the side, they're looking up at the rain because obviously the thought process is it's suddenly downpouring, or it's like they were under this and it's been pouring, or it just started pouring, so now they're kind of just waiting. And this one right here has gotten a little too close, and a drop basically from the mushroom like splashed right next to her, and it kind of just jump scares her. And then the mom's coming over trying to get her back. So that was the thought process for that. This was one that I had sketched initially, and it's been in my sketchbook for a while. Like, I think it's one that's been sitting in there since I created the channel, so it's been a while. It's been a few months. And this one has been on the backboard because I'm like, I wanted to do it storybook like, but I didn't know how to fully do that because I knew I was going to try out new brushes. And I didn't do that yet until I did the studies. So the studies helped me determine the brush I used for the coloring. Obviously for the line work itself, I kept that the same. I end up doing it like similar to how I've been doing it. I'm just trying to get used to line work in itself, so I don't feel right trying to change brushes and whatnot yet. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm comfortable doing it with shading because that I am more familiar with, and conceptually that was easier to transfer over to digital media compared to like from traditional. Line work is still difficult. I do feel like I'm getting better with it. I wanted to make sure that there was some kind of with the line work, I wanted to show different weights of like how dense their fur is. So like the older ones have like thicker fur and the younger ones don't. So I feel like I portrayed that really well with the line art, and then I went into it a little bit further with the coloring. I didn't do harsh shading with this one because I wanted it to be storybook like. And each one of these mice is roughly based on like the color, their fur color is roughly based on each mouse that I have currently or previously owned. And I also wanted to make it flooding. I decided that on the fly-ish. It was originally in my sketch, but I'm like, I don't know how to do that, and I'll explain that later once I get to it. And a file got corrupted. So I lost an hour drawing, so now you're just seeing two of them already set up. So the one on the right that is white and black, that one is based off a mouse I currently have, Opal. She is the current top mouse of the gem beans. Um, she's had some issues. She's one I've complained about having to give eardrops to before. She's fine now. It's just sometimes her ears will just flare up. She has some kind of like issue there, but it'll flare up some days, it'll go down other days. Overall, she seems fine. Um, healthy, she's eating, so haven't really been too worried about it. It seems like it's calmed down a little bit since she's gotten a little bit older. The one that's supposed to be the mom figure, the Tanner looking one, she's based off of one of the first third I had, Cheerio, who was the other top mouse. You'll see in the photos. I did not know. I ended up changing food after the cereal beans, only because, the one I initially had was kind of like trail mix-like, and they would be picky, so they would choose the better eating ones, and then they were heavy. So now I have, like, uniform food. The black one's based on Onyx. Onyx you've seen on this channel before. If you go back and check out the second video that I did, I believe, I have a blooper at the end because she was eating while I was recording. She was like, "Woman, you gonna give me something?" And I wasn't giving her anything. The baby one is based off of Maple, who, had been attacked and attempted murder by the one that's brown and white, getting scared by the splash, Pistachio, because I don't know what the heck was wrong with Pistachio. She was a spawn of Satan. Sweetest mouse to humans. Hated her sibling. I don't know if they were from different litters or what, but she just started attacking her suddenly, like, after I had them a couple weeks, so I had to separate them. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but she would do, like, the craziest thing, like, if you woke her up, whether intentional or not, she would give you the stink eye. She had, like, the spunkiest personality of a mouse. She lived, like, almost about 2 years. She passed away back in, December of, like, 2025, or, like, about a month, after I got the ones I have now. Obviously, they were in separate, habitats. Oh, I wasn't gonna do that to her. I wasn't gonna do that to them either. That saved them any kind of, you know, health issues there. And for this, I ended up the entire time, so back to this, I ended up doing a dense watercolor brush is the one that I decided on. I thought it worked really well for what I wanted to do and just kept with that. And for the water, I was having struggles because I wanted it to be transparent but reflective. So initially I had it like high opacity and everything, and I'm like, that doesn't work. I want it to like show that it's a little bit flooded, like, because mice are small, so it'll look like it's flooding worse than it actually is. So it's like a layer of water on the puddles. So then I end up turning down the opacity and then like doing more layers to do it to get the reflectiveness I wanted, and up adding more later. And with the background, it was kind of the same thing where it was like I wanted to show as water. I end up in post adding more drops to make it seem more water-like. And Pistachio had red eyes, that's why she has that. And I feel like I did a really, really good job with this because this was really hard to do. The water, at least. Everything else was pretty good. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe, and I have a Patreon as well. I hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!